Get ready for the dictation in 3, 2, 1, start. Through financial inclusion, we have taken rapid strides in covering the unbanked sectors of our population. The challenge before us is now to deeply involve those included. I would urge all of you to think of financial products which meet the needs of those at the bottom of the ladder. I have noted that NIBM has good research facilities. These need to be used for creation of financial products for the poorer sections of the population. Progress of the country depends on the contribution of the collective economic strength of the poor. Self-help group movements led by women have shown benefits one can reap by investing in the poor. Deep involvement of those at the bottom of ladder requires display of empathy and compassion by bankers. This needs greater engagement on part of banks with our underprivileged population and attitudinal change towards them. Our banks have done a commendable job in changing banking from an elitist pursuit to a service available to common man. Millions of lives have been touched through direct transfer of funds under various welfare schemes to bank account of poor and needy. I have learnt that these funds amount to almost 9.2 lakh crore rupees. This is indeed very reassuring and we can raise our bar of expectations. Women, all of you will agree, have greater financial acumen. I note with satisfaction that the gender gap in ownership of accounts is coming down rapidly. This takes us a few steps closer to our constitutional goal of economic as well as social justice. I request banks to take proactive measures to bring greater gender parity in ownership of financial assets. As part of social responsibility, banks can adopt certain geographical areas for increasing financial awareness among women. NIBM may consider designing toolkits which banks can use. I had the opportunity to meet many Divyang persons during my visits to different parts of India. My interaction with them revealed their tremendous potential when provided an enabling environment. Divyang are more than 2% of our population, and we have to make every effort to fully integrate them in the financial mainstream. I gather that Reserve Bank of India has issued detailed guidelines regarding easy access of banking facilities to Divyangjan. I will urge Reserve Bank of India to proactively take all measures to improve access of financial services to our Divyang sisters and brothers. Ladies and gentlemen, India has become one of the largest economies in the world. Banks have been a constant part of India's growth saga. As India aims to become a $5 trillion economy, the banking sector has to start preparing for the next big leap. This mainly involves banking with the unbanked and securing the unsecured. In this pursuit, I urge NIBM to take responsibility of creating a pool of trained human resources which is skilled to serve banking institutions of global standards. India's future journey will be greatly helped if banks exhibit deeper reach and become more efficient. Given the growing size of our economy, we should aim to have more than just one name in the world's top 100 banks. Stop. Thank you.